Hello everybody. Recently I've posted a video on rotoscoping myself and putting myself into the back rooms. I have been met with a bunch of people saying, "Oh, Camdino, how did you put yourself into the back rooms? How did you do it? It looks so realistic. It looks so realistic." I'm here to make this video to answer that question. So here's the project. If you want to learn how to make the backrooms like this, you should probably follow my how to make the original backrooms in Blender tutorial. A couple of tips that I have. Instead of the normal wallpaper, you should put a color ramp on it. Use these colors right here. This is for the dark, and this is for the light. Same for the carpet. I have my footage right here. Here's where I'm getting up, and I just basically recorded this in my hallway. As long as you don't have a complex background, I don't really think that you need a green screen. I'm going to add in my footage, crop in whatever frames that I want. I'm going to go down in this bottom bar. I'm going to go to Fusion, click Control Spacebar, and I'm going to search up the magic mask. Click where I want to rotoscope. So let's say I want that. That didn't fully fill out myself, so I might want to click my pants. What I like to do if your footage is short is I like to go at the start, do the magic mask, and then go at the end and do the magic mask, and in the middle. I go to the start and I track forward. If you have enough time, then I guess you can do track forward and backwards, but this is a tutorial. I don't really care much. Yeah. I'm going to go back into my footage, take a screenshot. After that, you're going to install a program known as fSpy. Now that we're in fSpy, you're going to upload your screenshot. So you have these lines here, and the red is for the X, the Y is for the Y. You can change the vanishing points here, and I don't really have too good of a Y angle, so I'm going to change Y to Z because I have a lot of up and down going on. If I take the red and I put it along, a parallel wall, and I take another red, let's put it on the door, we have some vanishing points. The tracking points, the Z is upside down, so I'm going to change this to negative Z right there. I click File, Save As, and I'm going to save it as whatever .fSpy, and that .fSpy is very important. All I need to do is I need to edit, preferences, get extensions, install from disk, and there will be a .zip for fSpy. Click it and click install from disk, file, import, fSpy. Now I go to fSpy and I click on whatever I want. Now we have a camera, and what the camera does is it is the same perspective as my footage. Shift A, empty, plane axis, and I'm going to control click on the camera and then click back on the empty so that it's the main selection. Control P, object, keep transform. Now I can rotate the empty and move it, and the camera will stay the same relatively. Let's go right there. You go to your render settings, put your max samples to whatever you want. You're going to click F12, let it render. Now that it's rendered, you click Alt-S, and you save it as a PNG. Back into DaVinci Resolve. Take our PNG that we just rendered, and we're going to drag it into the media pool. Drag this footage a bit up, and then drag the backrooms, under it. But it still doesn't look too realistic because it just kind of looks like I'm plastered on there. I'm not actually in the backrooms. And one of the reasons is because of shadows. There are no shadows. So let's drag this up, turn this into a compound clip. Copy, paste, move it under, flip it, position it. Let's unlock the zoom by clicking this little chain here. And that means I can squash it. So the pitch and yaw, those are kind of like perspective. I don't really know how they work, but it's kind of like skewing. We're going to go into the color tab. Click on our second compound clip that is reversed. Change the curves all the way down. Gaussian blur or Gaussian or whatever people call it. I don't know. Split horizontal and vertical. We're going to scroll down until it says composite and change the composite mode to overlay. Turn down the opacity a bit. We get an adjustment clip. Place it on top of everything. Go into the color tab. Select the adjustment clip. Change the gain to make it yellow. It looks like I'm in there. The lights still aren't glowing, so let's add a glow effect. Put it on. Maybe turn down the spread a bit. And here's our finished backrooms effect. Okay, bye. That's how to make the backroom. That's how to put yourself into the backrooms. Yippee! Goodbye.